Hi guys. In our last video, we created a biome using a clear container where we were going to be growing seeds right in our house. But if you didn't have any seeds, I did want to say you can still be growing things. So believe it or not, a lot of our fresh plants can be regrown from scraps. So one of my favorite things to regrow from scraps, I pretty much always have these growing at all times, is green onions. So these are just the green onions you buy at the grocery store. The ones you cut up and put on your chicken, on whatever, to make them taste a little like onions. You can still see I even still have the little tag on it. I still have the rubber band on it. I got really lazy. When I bought these and first put them in this little vase, they were about this tall, just above the rubber band. That was about 10 days ago. So as you can see, in about 10 days, just sitting in water, shoop, they've grown this much. So onions are wonderful. My water is getting a little cloudy. I probably need to change this water and put some fresh water in. But if I were to pull it out, you can see the roots have started growing longer, and the roots are just sucking up all that water and causing the leaves to continue growing. And just sitting on a windowsill getting some sun, these will keep growing for several weeks like this. I have noticed they start to get a little pale and less flavorful after a few weeks, but if you were to put these into some dirt, these would just kind of keep growing forever for you. Another thing you can regrow, this is the first time I've ever done this, is celery. So I have some celery here, and I'll take it out. This is just the end of the celery, and I've cut off all of the stems to eat them. And then what I've done is just taken this old plastic glass and I've put the bottom, which is the root end, into this water. And I'm going to hold it close. You can see, I've got to get a good angle, that in the very middle it started regrowing. So this was all even. And there's actually a little leaf growing in there. So the celery is starting to regrow itself. Now in this glass, I don't have plain water. What I actually have is some water with a little bit of leftover coffee grounds. So after I made my coffee this morning, I took some of the grounds from the machine and I dumped them in the water. Coffee grounds are really good for your plants. They give the soil a lot of nitrogen, which plants need to grow. Another thing you can do is if you have leftover coffee in your pot, once it's cooled down, you fill the rest of the pot with water and then go water all of your houseplants, and it's going to make them just explode with life. So some other plants you can regrow from scraps are potatoes. You have to have some good eyes on it, but you can regrow these from scraps by cutting the chunks up with the eyes and sticking them in the dirt. You can regrow other onions. There's a ton of things. Below this video, I've posted a link of all the types of kitchen scraps you can regrow without needing seeds. And so, this really helps me, especially in a time like this when I can't go to the store to get fresh food. This is something that I'm going to be doing in my house so that my food is still fresh and has lots of flavor. So take lots of pictures and show me what you're growing in your kitchen. Bye!